The Dallas Cowboys just paid one of their stars in Demarcus Lawrence, and they have another important player due for an extension on deck. Quarterback Dak Prescott has been verbally promised an extension by Jerry Jones, but it has yet to happen. It's something that has been on the minds of fans for months now, and it's been somewhat of a polarizing subject. Prescott could be worth it, however. He's a young talent, a former Rookie of the Year and at times, a star. You can't blame him for feeling like he's earned a big contract extension. ESPN NFL expert Bill Barnwell took a shot at projecting some of the top quarterbacks' future deals, and he had an interesting thought process when it came to Prescott's impending deal. Prescott made just under $40,000 per game last season, but he may be due to make $40,000 per snap in the future. Barnwell predicts that Prescott could be in line for a 6-year, $168 million deal with $60 million guaranteed at signing. Given the way the Cowboys structure their deals, Prescott isn't likely to break the NFL record for average annual salary, especially if Russell Wilson pushes that figure upward, says Barnwell. It seems more likely that he'll set a mark for most dollars in an NFL deal, which this contract considers. Prescott's $168 million figure would top the $150 million Matt Ryan got from the Falcons or the $155 million Jared Goff would, potentially, pick up from the Rams. The divisional rival Philadelphia Eagles also have a quarterback that is due for an extension in the near future, and Barnwell believes Carson Wentz will receive a 5-year, $146 million deal with $50 million guaranteed at signing. In all, Wentz would be looking at 6 years and $150 million when you factor in the $4 million or so in cash he's due for 2019. It would be a considerable discount for Wentz, who would almost definitely fetch north of $30 million per season by waiting 1 year. The 49ers can get out of Garoppolo's deal after 2 years and $60 million, and while Wentz's initial deal would likely have an out after a couple of seasons, the Eagles would probably have to build in guarantees for future years if he stays healthy and productive in 2019. In all, it's tough to see a way this could satisfy all parties. Wentz had an incredible season in 2017, but there's no doubt that injuries remain a huge concern when it comes to him. Thankfully, the Cowboys don't have that worry with Prescott, who hasn't missed a game in his 3 seasons. As for Jared Goff, Barnwell says he's due for a whopping 5-year, $155 million extension with $54 million guaranteed at signing. The Rams seem hypersensitive to any argument that they might move on from their franchise quarterback, says Barnwell. It would hardly be shocking if they came to terms with Goff on an extension this offseason, although with less than $4 million in cap space, they would have to get creative with the structure of the deal. With Todd Gurley's recent extension and Brandon Cook's deal, the Los Angeles Rams will have to move some things around to keep their No. 1 overall pick. The main takeaway from these 3 deals, however, is that Prescott's potential extension would be the longest, but he would be making less than both Wentz and Goff.